guys, this time I'm going to discuss how to manipulate a MySQL database connecting to a website through a login page. So here I have created a database name called dbweb with one table called tblweb. So observe that my email is pqueen@yahoo.com with the password 123456. And now let's try to log in using this email and password. So in this login page, I'm going to type my email address and password I have in the table of my database. Then let's see what happens when we click the login button. So you see it displays a message, access granted. Now let's go back to the login page. This time we will try to type an email address and password which is not included in my database, and let's see what happens. So as you can see, the message displayed was access denied. Again, the reason behind this was the email and password I have entered is not present in the table of my database. Now let's find out how this kind of connection works. This index.html is our login page. In this page, we have a form action login exec.php. With a method post, name frmlogin, and then the ID is frmlogin. In this page, I have also included an image to my login page. And this is the image I used. Going back, I have also included label for my email address and then password. Then I used a hypertext reference for the forgot password. For the login button, we have a name login and then the type is submit. Lastly, I have also included not a member and the developer in my form. And I designed my login page with the help of a file named style.css. So now this PHP file config.php is where we will set our localhost, username, server, and then our password. This $lay is our variable name. This new MySQLi allows us to access MySQL Database server. So we have here the local host or our server or host, and then the root for our username, and the pair of single quote is for our password, and then dbweb is the name of our database. And the use of ORDI function is that When error occur in program, the program will stop further execution of code and generate proper error message. Now through this loginexec.php, the login button of our login page will be executed once we click it. In this session start, when you start a session, the web server generates a session identifier uniquely. And the use of include once is that it is used to embed a PHP code from another file. That's why we call the config.php file name here. And then this is our data collection section, wherein we declared a variable name, email, and then password. And we used the method post for the email field and for the pass field. Next, we have a query formulation, wherein we declared a variable name called result. And the use of MySQL query is that it can execute SQL queries. Then this variable lay here is the SQL query to be executed. So this select statement will be executed. TBL web is the name of our table, where the email field is equal to $email and the password field is equal to $password. And then we use if conditional statement to see whether there is a result matching an email and password entered by the user. The use of the header function is that it is used to redirect to another page. This granted.html here is the page I made whenever I want to display a separate page for the user, wherein it will display access granted. And then if the user entered an invalid email address and password which is not present in the database, I have also created a separate page for access denied, and I named this page as denied.html. And I also made a design for the access granted and access denied page using CSS. So again, I want to show you what happens when you entered an invalid email address and password. So it redirects you to another page, which is the use of the function header in the loginexec.php file. So same with access granted page, but the difference is that they display a different kind of message. So that's it guys. I hope you have learned something from me, and thank you for watching.